All right, guys, welcome back to another edition of the lower grade letdowns, the Clutz and Dust. Mate, how are we?
Mate, I am tip-top. Back at the Mighty Caxton Hotel. Where else would you rather be on a Monday arvo after an absolutely exhilarating week of sport?
Possibly one of the best weekends of sport. And
in a very long time.
We're both stoked with the outcome.
Absolutely up and about. The footy on the weekend
footy
was just
fucking sick.
Like, it was the epitome of, I know it's like finals footy, spring.
Yeah.
It's in the air.
Definitely.
Like, that's what it's all about. That's what the weekend was all about, and it was great.
I think it just, like, sums up the club so well.
It does.
It sums up Brisbane.
It sums up Brisbane.
Dude, it sums up Brisbane. So
the grit, the determination.
Fucking oath. Getting it done when you have to get it done.
Exactly.
You know, final
season
spots on the line.
Season on the line. And that's what us Queenslanders and Brisbane people do.
Exactly.
Fucking step up and get it done, baby.
So fucking shout out to good mate Charlie Cameron.
And the Brisbane Lions.
And the Brisbane fucking Lions. We did it, baby.
Go the Lions, baby.
Go the Lions.
What a game.
What a game, mate. I remember switching over. I was watching it at the start and then I had to go out and do something, came back and I was like, fuck, like I'm ready for bed. I'm just going to jump in and I'll put the footy on just to see how they're going. And I think at that point there'd been 12 lead changes. There was like 16 lead changes or something. It was absolutely ridiculous.
It's just one end to the other.
And
shootout.
when Big Cock Joe Denny's fucking comes through at the end with the little dribble kick.
Charlie Cameron also played off his head.
Bro, Charlie was just possessed. That is the only way to say it.
We love Charlie Cameron.
We do love Charlie. Shout out to him. Alumni of
our
College as well.
Yeah.
Mate, it was just watching him attack the ball was fucked. Lockie Neal playing 90 minutes in the middle.
Didn't have a break.
That guy's a freak.
How many Ks do you reckon he legit would have run? Like
over 20
in the 20s.
Like, he literally would have done a half marathon.
Yeah.
Is that not fun?
While tackling and kicking
kicking and just genuinely
also
dominating.
like start sprinting and stopping. Like, you know what I mean? How many marathon runners you see just go, I'm just going to sprint here for 400 meters and then stop.
Now, amazing performance on the field. We do have to give credit to Dusty Martin for his performances off the field.
As always.
Grabbing some titties and shit at the strippers.
We love Dusty.
Dusty, good on you, mate. Like, it's good to see that he's fucking winning on and off the... Well, he didn't win on Thursday, but that's all right.
Yeah, that's all right.
Dude, I was pretty devastated as well. My misso went to the game, $25, and it was tickets in the mid-tier, basically directly behind the goal where the Lions were kicking to in the last quarter.
Oh.
Just looked unreal, but
place to be.
It's going to be a tough game this weekend for sure.
The Demons, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, got the Demons in Melbourne. Obviously, we don't have the best record there, but we've just come off one of the best games of the season. It's been dubbed possibly the best finals match of the last at least 20 years, which is ridiculous.
What can we say? That's Brisbane for you. That's how Brisbane roll.
Exactly. But anyway, look, I think my bet for the week is going to be Lions 1-39, Charlie Cameron 2+, and Joe Danny to score as well. I'm just going to get the odds on that.
Put him back in there for an anytime goal scorer.
Is he back finally?
Back, baby.
Cammy Randers. Oh, Eric Hipwood was on fire as well the other night, man. I always forget how young he is. It's just good to see him coming in.
I'll get to my bet later in the show, but it definitely involves the Lions head-to-head. $3.25, there's a bit about that.
I was going to say, well, we don't really have much longer with the show to go, mate. So I'm going to go Joe Danners, Eric Hipwood, and Charlie to kick 2.
Oh, naughty.
The odds you're going to get for that is unavailable because I fucked it up. But anyway, that's the sports show this week, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And we'll
see you on Friday for the normal show.
We'll see you on Friday. Fuck, our teams suck at rugby league. Jesus
Mine especially,
Christ.
Mine especially.
Yeah, we got yous. We got yous, didn't we?
We got ya. To be fair, all of that chat was true. It was a great game.
Yeah, it was, honestly, the AFL is a great sport to watch, man.
I think it's the best.
I think it's the best live
MCG,
sport.
I don't know if you watched the game on Saturday. Packed out G, 90,000 there, like just going off.
Bro, I could never play. I don't think I'd ever be able to play it.
No way.
I don't, because I wasn't brought up fucking running.
Yeah.
Like that.
Clearly.
That's ridiculous.
Newsflash.
Yeah. Newsflash. This ordinary rig can't run.
The man
long distance.
The man who puts away the McGangbang wasn't brought up a runner. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Shock horror.
I got to feel like it's a bit weird. Like my old man was he was actually a cross-country runner in year 11 and 12. Yeah, dude. I weighed more. How's this for a little fun fact?
Clutterbuck fun fact.
When I got into year 8, I weighed more than what my dad did when he graduated year 12.
That's like, what did you weigh in year 8?
a fair bit, 60 something.
Yeah, shit.
But like to me, that's not like it's a fair amount of weight. But at the same time, Dad was an absolute string bean.
Yeah, that's because I was thinking I was a string bean when I graduated, and I was nearly 70.
Yeah, so he was like 60 something, 70 kilos, something like that.
Shit.
But yeah, but in year 8, I was heavier than
a big hoofer.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, fuck. Not a long distance runner, this guy. Not a long distance runner. Shout out to Asthma.
Absolutely. Shout out to Asthma, sponsor of this week's Sports Pod.
But
should we get into the round of rugby league?
Yeah, we probably should, man.
I don't want to, but we should.
No, I don't want to either.
Started off on Thursday night, obviously, when all good games do start.
Why do all good games start on Thursday?
Sorry, I'm just opening up my app. Okay, the Thursday game. Parramatta v the Storm.
Yeah, look, unfortunate. We lost.
Yeah.
Whatever. Who fucking cares? The only shit, to be honest, I'm not that upset with the loss based on where we now are for our run to the finals, like in the finals.
Is the thinking because like,
bro, so we would have had one. It's a loss out of the head.
Draw. Yeah.
Yes, we would have been. We would have been in the top 4, and you get your second chance if you lose.
Yeah.
But playing away at Penrith
out
would be pretty fucked.
Very fucked.
And then we'd have to play the winner of Rabbitohs Roosters.
Both those teams absolutely
Both
red
teams
hot.
are on fire.
Yeah.
Now we go up against the Raiders.
Yep.
And I believe if we win that game, which we will,
easily,
we then play the loser of Sharks Cowboys.
You'd much rather be on your side of the draw.
I'd much rather be on that side of the draw. I know, like, it's a bit of a...
You got to play them eventually.
Bit of a weird way to look at it, but, man, like, I'd much rather go that route.
Silver linings.
Yeah, exactly. So Parramatta now
Your
plays Penrith.
Your biggest game's going to be the grand final.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Roosters, Souths, that could be their biggest game.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I could be completely wrong with what I just said with the draw there, but I'm 99% sure that that's how we go.
I say this with low confidence, but...
Yeah, because I feel like if you're first, you're not going to verse fifth because it's highest v highest, so you want to verse the lowest ranked team. Anyway, Penrith, yeah, we'll get into who we think is going to win, but yeah, Eels got up over Melbourne. Jerome Hughes out again. Man, I think there's something more to Hughes' injury.
Yeah, right.
Because... that man has been out so often this year, and it's really
don't have
affected
a good record when he's
not
exactly.
there, do you? No. He's like a little general.
Yeah.
He dude, he sort of reminds
Underrated.
me of like a better
he's-
version of Jamie Soward.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
got the headgear. He's just a little general.
Nugget.
He's just fucking little nugget that
Loves
just
running the
scores
footy.
tries. Yeah, but better.
I know people rate him, but I still think he's underrated. Like, I think he's so good.
I agree, mate. He's possibly the second best halfback in the competition.
Yeah, big call, but...
Massive call, but like you have a look at when he steps up. And he's,
100%.
he's fucking awesome.
Have a look at when
man.
he plays versus when he doesn't play.
And when he plays international for New Zealand,
Yeah.
the mana.
The mana.
The mana that is
You can't
emanating
argue
from
with
that
that.
man's
You can't argue
veins.
with that.
Exactly. Next game, Doggy Seagulls.
I went to early crow so hard here. One of the guys I was with on Friday at the pub was like, geez, there's a bit about the Seagulls. I can't remember what the price they were, $260 or something. And I was like, 4. And then 15 minutes in, I was like, the Seagulls are just destroying them. Like, they're home. They're completely home.
Wow.
Got done.
But then
Got
you
on
forgot
board.
that it's the Manly Seagulls and
They scored in the 4th minute, the
Yeah.
12th minute, the 17th minute. So it was 18.
yeah, right.
18
That's pretty
nil.
crazy.
Yeah, and they lost.
But then the Doggies just gave us a glimpse of what's to come next year.
Matty Burton.
Yeah, Matty Burton.
Big fan.
I didn't watch the game because I was preparing for my finals matchup, but which we'll get into on the Friday pod. But I think there's a lot more going on at Manly than what we first thought.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the stuff about the Trbojevic
Turbos want to
boys?
leave, yeah.
All the Trbojevics are over the infighting.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Apparently they don't like DCE.
I've heard a lot of, there's a lot of things about DCE going around that a lot of people don't like him.
Yeah.
Like Anthony Watmow hated him.
Yeah.
And that came to light, obviously, through the Hello Sport interview
Yeah,
all those
there you
years
go.
ago. And it was he fucking hated DCE.
Maybe because DCE is an Origin winner.
Yeah. Anthony's
Fucking
not
losers.
really, I don't think.
Talking about New South Wales as a whole.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there's always been
Rumour mill
rumblings
aplenty.
though. But Where there's smoke, there's fire. There's
Yeah.
for every year of DC, like ever since DCE's been around, there's always been this thing about how people don't like him.
Yeah.
And like, you know, Jackson Hastings got kicked out of the club because he had an altercation with DCE,
yeah.
that sort of shit. But DCE's like obviously the higher profile player.
Captain.
Now, yeah, look, I'm not going to assume anything about Daly, but as I said, where there's smoke, there's fire. There's obviously something up there. So if the Travojeviches go, sign
like
that
the
club
heart
up for the
and soul of
fucking
the club.
shittest decade
Yeah.
ever.
Yep.
Because they got no one.
Not only are they
through.
both gun players, but they're like the heart and soul.
They're
of
literally the
club.
heart and soul. I was listening to HSP with Dan Ganane today.
Yep.
And Dan Ganane summed it up so well.
Goodbye. Dang it, ain't farted in a lift. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, all I could think the whole time today was this man.
I'm gonna have to
farted.
call up the dribbler hotline.
Yeah, you have to.
and leave. I don't
You
think I've
have to.
told that story. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do it.
But as he said, he's like, Manly's issue is they've got all their money wrapped up in Gerbo, Turbo, and DCE. And if you lose one of those players,
Fucked.
the team's fucked. They lost two of them this year, and obviously they lost Turbo earlier.
Yeah.
But as soon as they lost Gerbo,
Yeah.
I think Gerbo's
There's
almost
another
more.
couple of boys who love some injuries, don't they?
Yeah. Gerbo's been all right.
Yeah, Turbo though.
Turbo, do you move him on if he's injured next year?
You can't move him on.
But can you?
You can't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ruben Garrett goes all right at fullback.
Turbo in form is the best player in the comp though.
Yeah, I know, but if you've only got him for, say, 12 out of 26 games,
Yeah. If that.
if that,
Yeah.
is it worth putting 1 point whatever mil
yeah.
into that? It's going to be interesting to decide.
God, it's not my fucking problem.
Yeah, exactly. Next game, we had the Roosters winning 26-16 against the Rabbitohs. And that's going to be interesting next week. or
So
this
weird that
week.
they play each other again.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder how often that's happened in rugby
Yeah.
league.
And it would have happened if the result was reversed as well.
Yeah.
Like didn't matter
Crazy.
who won.
Oh.
I'm excited for this game. Both teams flying, like
Yep.
just horny footy.
Bro, I think the most disappointing thing about this, though, is Joey Manu out 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Did you see that with his calf? That's a massive loss for the Roosters.
Massive loss.
Huge loss. But,
I'm early, like we'll get to our tips later, but I'm tipping
Yeah.
South there.
yeah, I will be as well.
Yeah.
But Roosters have really hit form at the right time, but the Bunnies still look good as well. So it's yeah.
Could go either way.
Yeah, exactly. Warriors Titans. Wow.
Didn't watch it.
Didn't watch it, but I believe if we have a look at the tries, the Warriors scored 4th, 7th, and 13th minute, and then also in the 35th after the Titans scored in the 28th. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 tries to 1 after 35 minutes, and they go on to lose
By 1
in
point.
extra time. Shout out to that dribbler in the P's and D's page who had $500 at $34 on there to be extra time
That's fun.
in that game. 17 grand
That's so
just
fun.
because he said yes. Ridiculous.
Let you always say yes.
But shout out to the Titans for getting it done in the last week.
Yeah, good on you guys.
Like they've had an all right end to the season.
Yeah.
They've upset some teams.
Where do they finish?
Oh, nowhere good.
13th.
That's better than 16th.
It is, yeah.
But also shout out to our mate Matty Prolox, who has had to cough up a bit of money to 3 different boys for his preseason bet that the Warriors would finish above the Bulldogs.
Not even close, bro.
Not even close. Mate.
Kind of close, but not really.
Oh, but yeah, not really when you really look into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that happened. Next game,
Dragons, Broncos.
Dragons Broncos.
A great display of courage and determination when your season's on the line.
Now I didn't watch this at all. I was down at Jeeps,
I'll
but the
explain
group
on-
chat was
damning.
going off.
No, they just didn't care. They just didn't care.
One of the last times I looked down was someone in our group chat saying, I think it might have been Danos, saying that they've already booked in Mad Monday.
Yeah, 100%. Like just
Disappointing, man.
very disappointing.
Very
First team in history to be in the top 4 6 weeks out and not make finals. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on there?
Yeah.
Can't blame that on injuries. Who's injured? Paddy Carrigan had a stint on the sideline, but
Yeah.
like, that's worse.
It's
than
just effort.
missing
eh?
Paddy Carrigan. 100%.
I mean, we're sitting here saying all this sort of shit. you know, like it's effort, blah, blah, blah. Like we're not professional footy players by any means and weren't ever close to being good at anything.
No.
But, fuck, man. Like, I know that Broncos aren't my number one. I support the Broncos second.
Yeah.
Because all my mates do and it's a Brisbane team. Realistically, I probably should.
Doesn't matter where you come from.
Doesn't matter where you come from. Actually, segue. I'd like to call out the War Choppy Floppy on this. So he's from New South Wales.
Yeah.
He supports Queensland. He's Australian and supports the All Blacks.
Right.
And then he goes for the Cowboys.
Interesting.
He's
all over the shop.
No, like,
Allegiance.
New Zealand heritage. No Queensland zasp. So, but like, it just, like, okay. I think it's one thing to support another city's NRL team.
Yeah.
But it's a whole other thing to support another state when it's literally state of origin.
Yeah.
And then also another country when it's not your country.
Yeah.
So I just remember hearing up when we met him the other week and I was like, you know what? I'm not that bad.
It could be worse.
It could be a lot worse.
I think the thing, getting back to the Broncos, is no, we're not professional players and no, we're never good at footy or whatever. But like, when you care so much about footy and your club and you spend so many hours watching them, talking about them, paying money to go to their games, and they just don't give a fuck. Like, they show you how good they can be.
Yeah. I feel like they do give a fuck, but it's like they get into certain situations in the game.
Yeah.
And I think there's like a lot of naysayers around saying
they don't have
like,
the tenacity to.
Yeah. I'm trying to not be
Debbie Downer.
as critical now on saying that no one fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, because I feel like it's unfair for us to say that.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on.
But like, man, I remember when we used to come up in footy and like, say it was Colts or something like that.
Yeah.
We might get out to a flying start. We might be up 3-0. And then all of a sudden the opposition scores a try and we're like, oh, fuck, here we go again. Last week we conceded 5 tries after being in the same position. You wonder if there's a bit of fucking like
head noise or something.
A bit of head noise there, a bit of like, oh fuck, here we go again. You start second guessing yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe it's where like you need the older boys to need more older boys to step up and be like, come on, like let's fucking go.
Plenty of pressure being the Brisbane team as well.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
High expectations and
so like obviously, man, like it's shit that they're in the position they are, but I feel like there's a lot more going on than what they're like. I feel like Mad Monday would have been really disappointing today for them.
Oh, absolutely.
Like it would have been shit house, bro.
Yeah.
So shit.
6 weeks ago in your top 4, now you're on Mad Monday.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
But
oh well.
We'll remember this next year when they're fucking holding up the premiership trophy, baby.
Exactly.
It'll make it all the sweeter.
Exactly.
Literally, I reckon
Also,
the best game of footy I've ever watched, Origin 2020 Game 3 when Queensland won.
Yeah.
Worst team ever, not expected to win. Broncos had just been getting pumped for 2 years, and it was the first time that I'd thoroughly enjoyed a game of footy in so long. And it made me realise with the Broncos, it's like, that's why it's good. Like, if the Broncos won every year, sport wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do. I understand.
Not that I'd want them to fucking lose.
Yeah,
but
I know.
You know what I mean? You've got to take the shit times with the good, is what I'm trying to say.
One last thing with the Broncos. Now, I was actually having this chat with a few of the boys down at Jeeps on Saturday. Freens was one of them. Obviously, there was a lot of stuff coming about what Tyson Gamble said.
Taken out of context.
I actually feel like what he said wasn't bad. It's just how it came across.
Yeah.
And completely out of context. I feel like, and Kevy addressed it as well. Kevy's like, I'd be upset if he didn't say that about Adam Reynolds.
Exactly.
Because, dude, he's right. Kevy played in a different era, and Adam is a current player that's
one of the best halfbacks.
One of the best
game.
halves. And of course, he's going to draw on his experience to say, boys, when we're in this situation, like, this is the sort of game we play now.
Yeah.
It's not that they're not listening to Kevy.
No.
I feel like
that's not Kevy's job. Kevy's job is to get them up and about, get them in the right headspace.
If you brought in Adam Reynolds and he wasn't saying anything about that, I'd be more concerned than if you couldn't go to Adam Reynolds for advice on how to play the game in attack. I'd be more concerned. You know?
that whole thing pissed me off so much. The way the media fucking construe that and try and that's all they do is just try and make like headlines out of shit. And then
it makes Tyson Gamble look bad, and he's that cunt probably has the most passion for that team out of anyone.
And then everyone complains when players do interviews and all the goes, credit to the boys, we'll take this back to the drawing board and be better next week. So, well, anytime anyone else says anything fucking remotely outside that, all you do is clip it up and put it as your headline.
If we have anyone that listens to this that's in media, can you just start fucking spinning good stories about rugby league or just sports people in general?
We'll just make up complete lies.
Yeah.
Tyson Gamble has a cock of gold. solid gold.
Dude, you said we're making up lies.
First. Oh, sorry. Yeah, true. That's true.
Yeah. So
Tyson Gamble,
we've already fucked up.
Call him gold member.
Yeah. Just a nice little speckle.
Oh, that's a keeper.
All right, moving on.
How the fuck do we get there?
I don't know. Cowboys get up 38-8 over the Panthers, but no surprises there when you
read too much into that.
13 people.
Still, I feel like, don't look too much into it, but like also Cowboys did what they had to do.
Yeah.
Couldn't have gone much better than that.
How's our mate Stranksy waking up on Saturday, I think it was, and he's like, fuck, these are really good odds on the Panthers. How are they at $7? And I was like, they've rested 13 people. He's like, I was about to make a big mistake. I was like, yeah, dude.
That'd have been a fair few people that did that, I reckon.
I didn't get to watch the game once again. I've just been watching highlights of shit this week. But it is to do with the game, but how's Todd Payton's comment when they asked him about Tom Dearden?
Yeah.
And Tom Dearden said that
he literally could have played his cock off.
He could have lost his manhood.
Could have been his last game with the cock.
He would rather lose his fucking balls than not play finals footy.
Respect.
That is the sort of person you want on your team, isn't it?
Fucking oath, baby.
He's so young as well.
Flashing back to just before Origin when Laura Daly said they're going to make this evening very uncomfortable for Tom Dearden. You know what's uncomfortable? Having your balls cut off.
Yeah.
And he's willing to do that to play finals footy.
Tom Dearden, you could literally not make that man uncomfortable at all. You know what I mean?
Comfortable Tom.
He played like 60 minutes with fucking ruptured nuts. And he scored 2 tries after it.
Comfortable Tom.
Comfortable Tom. He is the most comfortable man.
Yeah. He's built for it. He's built for the arena.
Bro, like when you go to your grandparents' place and they got that old fucking couch and it's just like, every time you go to it, it's the same comfort couch. And it's so...
Never lets you down.
So loving and warming and welcoming.
It's never a letdown.
It's never a letdown.
It's like a hug.
You know exactly what you're getting, but like... You still know what you're getting, but it still exceeds expectations every time.
You're still like, fuck, that was good.
You're like, fuck, that's awesome. I love this.
That's just what that couch is, but it's so good. And every time you get there, you're like...
It's fucking
I'm in the couch, baby.
That's Tom Dearden, baby. Comfortable Tom. Shout out to Comfortable Tom. Anyway, moving on from Comfortable Tom. Sharkies.
Here we go. This is my absurd statement for the week. Cowboys going to win the flag because of Comfortable Tom.
Dude, I don't even think that's that absurd.
No one wants it more than he.
No. Well, we saw what he did at Origin.
Exactly. He's built for it.
Yeah, fuck. All right, I like that.
Yeah.
First game on Sunday, Knights go down 16-38 against the Sharkies. No surprises there, whatever. Congratulations.
Knights are actually winning early on, but anyway.
Yeah, but
who gives a fuck?
They've been winning a lot of games this year.
Dude, Sharks are just consistent, hey? Like, haven't blown anyone out of the water, but you got to beat them.
They just play good footy.
And they just win games. Like, good luck beating him.
Yeah, fucking oath. And then, man, I have a few people in my little friend list that support the West Tigers.
Oh, poor guys.
And I've seen one of the boys comment on like 6 different posts about the Tigers being like, it is so incredibly hard to support this team when they play so shit and don't give a fuck, like just rinsing.
Going nuts, yeah.
And like I've been seeing it for like a while now and I'm like, oh, come on, man. Like, but fuck, it must be hard.
Man, I'm struggling.
42-0 at half time. Whatever, it finishes 56-10. People can say, oh, they played a better second half. Who cares? You gave up 42 points.
I was with my little sister's boyfriend on the way back down from the coast yesterday, and he put this insane multi on, and it was basically like Raiders 13 plus overs. I can't remember who, Kotrick or someone to score. I can't remember. And then weird legs like will it go to extra time? No. Anyway, all this random shit. I was paying like $9, and then he just put Ken Mamalo, ATS, in there. And he pulled up his phone. He's like, this is going to be the one leg that fucking lets me down 42-0.
Mm.
And I was like, what wing's Mamalo on? And he's like, the left. And they go right. And I was like, oh, fuck. Wingy goes over. He's like, oh, my God. Oh, my God, that was Ken. And he got it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He was a great multi. $9 multi or something. Yeah.
Fuck, that's awesome. Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Sir. Good on you.
Shout out Ben. He's probably listening as well.
Treat Lids to a nice dinner with the money that you won from
Yeah,
that.
fuck that.
Oh
shit,
keep it for yourself. She doesn't deserve it.
No, she won't be listening to this
Make
either.
her work for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, exactly. King. Yeah, so fuck, Raiders have looked good, but good luck beating the Storm next week.
That'll be their final game of the season.
Fucking luck. Yeah.
All
right, moving on. So
next week.
Thursday games and no more.
Oh, that's so shit.
R.I.P.
That's the one shit thing about finals footy, eh?
Yeah, it is, man.
Oh, well.
Panthers v Eels is our first and only game on Friday at 7:50 at Bluebet Stadium, Penrith.
Eels get an absolute wake-up call and lose by 24.
The Eels in finals.
Eels getting pumped. I almost guarantee it.
Yeah. Pretty far.
Panthers coming off a loss. All their players back.
All their players back.
They're going to make
Is Cleary back this week?
They're going to make an absolute statement. I don't know.
Or is it the week after?
Not sure. They're going to win by shitloads, I reckon. You know who else is going to win by shitloads? Melbourne Storm for pretty much the exact same reason.
Fucking oath, mate.
Coming off a loss. Canberra Raiders suck.
Yeah.
Want to make a statement.
And it's in Melbourne. It'll be our last game in Melbourne this year. Also, it'll be Cheese's last game, Kafusi's last game, and the Bromwich brothers' last game in Melbourne. That is
sad.
4 people so fucking key to our team.
Yeah, and the club.
And they love it and just fuck. Oh,
they'll be up and about.
It's going to be very emotional, but it's all right. It's all right. We'll
Off
get
the
through.
back of my comfortable Tom chat, I'm tipping the Cowboys here as well against the Sharks.
Yeah, I think
tough assignment.
I can't believe that they're $2.15, to be honest.
Neither can I.
Like, I know we just said that the Sharkies are playing good, consistent football. But
consistent versus comfortable. Who will win?
Yeah. Oh, comfortable.
Comfortable.
Would you rather be comfortable than consistent?
Yeah.
Because it's just good.
Yeah.
And then
comfort always number one priority.
Roosters, Rabbits.
I'm going Rabbits.
I'm going the Rabs as well, man. And I'd love to see the Rabbits win.
Me too.
But yeah, I don't know. That's honestly a flip of the coin bet, that one.
My malt for the week, 3-legger, $20. Good odds.
Fuck.
Penrith 13 plus.
Yep.
Melbourne 13 plus.
Yep.
Lions head to head.
Yeah, I like
Brisbane
that.
Lions.
Fuck.
$20. $19.90 to be exact.
Fucking hell.
I'm
going to.
So thank me later when that wins.
So I'm going to go Penrith at the line, which is 7.5.
Huge line.
Melbourne at the line, which is 7.5. And then I'm going to go the North Queensland Cowboys to win. And the Bunnies at the line of plus 4.5 with
there's another leg coming.
So that's the safe bet.
Yeah.
And that's going to get you $13.55. So I'm just going to quickly do a little
deposit. Someone sponsor us so we can have bonus.
So that's please. That would be lovely. So that's that. Now, my little risque bet is that again, all those legs again, with Brisbane Lions 1-39.
What's that paying?
So it's $3.80 with the 1-39. You get $51.50 for that.
Oh.
Because I can't see the Lions winning by more than 40 points.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
True.
So get some of that into you, and there's a good chance that gets up.
There's a great chance.
And that gets up really well.
Go the Lions, baby.
Go the fucking Lions. I'd also like to... QPR, Queensland Premier Rugby's just hit finals. Unfortunately, Jeeves got knocked out against Brothers on Sunday.
Happens.
It happens. It does happen. Shout out to our boys who...
Great game. I was watching on my phone on the way home.
Rip a little highlights. Mate, ridiculous. And a few of the boys, they were commenting on some stuff on QPR and saying, we're not being salty supporters, just saying credit to our boys for losing by 5 points to a team that had fucking 2 blokes who've just been playing in the Wallabies and another 4 or 5 guys who have been consistent starters for the Reds this year.
Yeah.
Like, we got a couple of contracted players as well playing. Fucking good on them.
Yeah.
They're not fucking starting for
the
rugby
Wallabies
teams, but I feel like some of them might need to be.
Eventually.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, like with how close the result was.
Fucking oath, man.
Yeah.
Tommy Dangerfield commented something and he was like, I just think maybe it's really starting to show that there's some selection issues with like players not getting picked. Maybe we should start giving some other cunts a go who aren't having a go.
Yeah.
Because only losing by 5 points to a team, half the team is fucking Reds players.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with that.
Absolutely.
And
credit to the boys.
Holy fuck, mate. I went down and watched West's uni at Jeeps with friends the other day. Got down there around half time. One of the most intense games of footy. And friends and I both said to each other, we are not invested in this game at all. Like, we have no reason to be invested in this game at all. 2 rival clubs. But holy fuck, I was so into it, man. And the whole crowd down at Jeeps was into it. You know what's fucked? Western Uni playing at Jeeps, and there was so many people there.
Yeah, that's sick.
It was fucking sick, man. Like, Jay Bort's the most stressed happy I've ever seen him. He's just screaming and shouting the whole time. But, fuck, man. If West lost that game, I would have said they were robbed. They had 6 scrum penalties on the fucking try line in the last 10 minutes.
They got it done.
One of them they pushed over. And basically, in Union, man, if you get that many penalties, there should be a penalty try there.
Yeah. Oh, a penalty try. I think you say someone like yellow card.
Someone did get yellow carded, but when you push the opposition scrum back over the line and then you knock it on when you've got penalty advantage, it should be a fucking penalty try, particularly when it's the 4th or 5th time.
Yeah.
Old mate just didn't have the nuts to fucking make that decision.
Because the game's on the line.
Game's on the line. It would have been like, oh my God, they won by a penalty try.
Yeah.
But now people are complaining that West go through the grand final because they finished minor premiers and extra time was 37 all. But it's like they should have fucking gone through because of a penalty try.
Anyway,
so West were the better team on the day.
So was it a draw?
It was 37 all after golden
time.
Point extra time. It was fucked, man.
That is intense.
Legit ridiculous. And like, I've never seen 2 teams just so
spent.
They were literally just all huddled together, just bashing each other, but just like, oh, fuck, here I go. So that was awesome. Got a few mates down at West that I used to play with, so shout out to those boys, Moses and Connor. You guys did fucking awesome. Hope you boys go on to win it now. But next week, fucking Brothers v UQ is going to be an absolute cracker of a game. Yeah. It's like the Reds playing each other. I think it's on Sunday, but it's down at fucking Gold Coast.
Oh, but it'll be on Stan.
Should be on Stan. Yeah. But tell you what, rugby union, don't watch the fucking international game or the Reds or anything like that, because it is one of the most poor fucking displays of sport you'll ever see, because they try and over officiate. People are like, oh, you must have been pretty pissed the other night because I posted a Facebook status being like, rugby union's an embarrassment of a sport.
Yeah, and the thing is, you're a rugby union dribbler in the sense that people would expect you to be commenting on a post like that, sticking up for rugby union, but you were not happy.
But it's just like referees are trying to over officiate it. There's too many rules. Every fucking year we get told there's new rules. I don't know the rules of rugby union.
There's so many
since I was 7.
There's so many stoppages.
This is my 21st year playing rugby, and I have no fucking idea what the rules are.
There's a problem.
Bro.
Clutzy doesn't know the rules. There's a fucking problem.
You know what I mean? Like,
alarm bells should be ringing.
Alarm bells should be fucking ringing.
Clutzy doesn't know the rules.
And that's the reason why I never progressed to be a professional footballer, because I don't know what the fuck is going on.
He doesn't know the rules.
What are the rules?
How can he be professional if he doesn't know the rules?
Fucking tell me.
Stop. That's people, say, why didn't Clutzy make it? Well, it might be that he eats too much Maccas or drinks too much piss. It's like, they don't want you to succeed. Every time you got a head of steam up, what are we going to do?
There's a fucking agenda
Change the rules.
Me. Yeah.
Change the rules.
There's an agenda against me. You know what I mean? Like, It's fucked, mate.
It is fucked.
It's
disgraceful.
Fucked. I don't even know when we're meant to drop out anymore. Is it from the fucking try line for the 22? I thought we didn't do 22-metre dropouts anymore. Guess what? Saw one on the weekend. Don't know what the fucking happened. Thought it came from the fucking try line.
I want to know when people are going to wake up and realise that there's an agenda.
Man, they're not. They're not, and that's the problem. So
that's why we like the AFL the best now.
Yeah, exactly. But if you want rugby union to succeed, fuck off the fucking shit up top. Go down to your local fucking club and go watch them and support them, because there's no video referees. They can't go upstairs because there's not enough fucking money to pay for that shit. So how about...
got to make a call.
Exactly. Just fucking back yourself.
ARU should just declare bankruptcy, sack the TMO.
Exactly.
And we'll be right.
Exactly. You know what? Fuck it. I'll start running fucking club rugby myself. And you watch the product that comes out.
One of the best.
Oh, it could be. But then on the flip side, it probably won't get ever produced. I'll probably ask someone else to do it. And then I'll get too pissed and forget I even suggested it. So with that...
See you next week.
See you next week.
See you on Friday.
Oh, also, sorry, one last thing. Cricket. We lost to Zimbabwe.
That's all.
In one game. We might have won the series, but we lost to Zimbabwe.
Yeah, ODIs are dead.
Fuck me dead.
Yeah.
When are we going to get rid of Finchy?
Yeah, he's got to go.
He's got to go. Shout out to David Warner for scoring 94 runs of our 141.
Yeah.
All right, I'm fucked off. Now we're recording the Friday ones, so strap yourselves in, cunts. Goodbye.
See you Friday. Go the Lions.